why, I asked this same question to Charlie Shrem, who we interviewed here as well. Why is Bitcoin so unique? Why, you have thousands of new altcoins being produced, and all of them have really interesting, not all of them, but let's say a percentage of them have really interesting use cases or new features. And everybody says, Bob, this is better than Bitcoin. And it's like, but coming back to what I said earlier, it's the barrier to adding that to Bitcoin, relatively speaking, is like zero, right? It's like Jimmy goes and takes this feature off of this altcoin and reprograms it. There's a consensus mechanism. Everybody agrees, and it gets added to Bitcoin. Now, obviously, the reality of that consensus is a much more difficult thing. But in theory, if you had a feature which has been fleshed out and it's been proven with time and trials and tribulations, it can be simply added to Bitcoin. In my mind, my uninformed, uneducated mind. And so that's why I've never subscribed to any of these altcoins or Bitcoin Cash, for example, being probably, or Ethereum, one of those two being the closest thing to having even close to the network effect, although it's not really close. Why is Bitcoin so unique? What makes it so unique that, in my mind, it can't be replaced?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head already. But basically, this is not a technological play. A lot of people, especially Silicon Valley investors, think, oh, okay, well, if this is a better mousetrap, then, it's going to win. That's not what it is. It's a social coordination problem. And people the Schelling point is Bitcoin. And that's where people go first. And you can try to create other Schelling points, and that's what a lot of altcoins spend all their money on, is marketing and getting people to know about it. And this is, I'm sure this is true of domain TLDs, right?
Totally.
They market the hell out of their TLD to try to get people to do it. And those two are a lot more similar than this is a better mousetrap kind of mentality that a lot of tech people that are looking at it from a purely technological perspective are doing. Money is very much a social coordination problem, and Bitcoin is money. That's what it is. And a lot of people are. Huh? What's that?
Is it money?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's money. I mean, that's what it was designed for. The ideal properties of money are fungibility, securability, divisibility, recognizability. All of those things are very obvious with Bitcoin. And
stability.
I have in one of my talks, but I mean, this is the point, though, right? It's about social coordination, and a lot of people are mistakenly thinking that it's about the technology. I mean, there's definitely a technological component to it, but it's not the dominant thing. The dominant thing are the monetary properties. Kind of like with domains, it's not about the entry in the DNS database that points to a particular IP and making that better or something like that. I can make a new domain name, domain TLD that runs faster, that gets queries faster, whatever. It's probably not going to matter, right? It's not about that at all. It's about
not about that at all.
Yep. It's about, and it's that level of disconnect in a lot of people making these arguments about, okay, well, we have 32 megabyte blocks, therefore we're better. No, you're not. You're not better. and it's they're using a very small fraction of that, by the way, Bitcoin Cash is. So stuff like that is just is kind of ridiculous to me.